Oh,
okay.
And we're still going. We'll put this in the beginning. All right. Here you go again. What's up, Tim?
I'm good. This is Tym Moss, and you are
Ikeavelli, and you're listening to
Loose Lips.
Ooh.
Our lips are loose.
So excited about the show today.
Oh my God, me too.
Yeah. So how you been?
Good. I just got back from a trip to Indiana to see my father, my 94-year-old father.
Oh.
While I was there, I went over to Lafayette to visit my niece, Jill, and Courtney, and my nephews, Rain Rain and Carter. And while I was there, I went to Indiana University.
Yes.
And Purdue was like our arch enemy. You know, you just, forget Purdue.
Stay away.
Well, then Hannah grows up. I also saw Nancy Kuharski, my bestie, out in Fort Wayne, and her daughter Hannah went to Purdue, and Jill works at Purdue now. So I went out and I actually got this.
Oh,
I've never had one. I got a hooded sweatshirt from Purdue. My body hasn't rejected it or anything, but I guess I'm growing up finally.
I love that story.
It was hard to wear. It was so hard to wear, but I love it. I love it.
I love that
story.
How you
been doing?
I'm good. You getting around back to town again?
Yeah. I'm back. I'm just getting over a cold, so I might, by the end of the show, I might be talking like that. But
I find that very sexy, Tim. So, Tim, as always, our show is sponsored by
Überlube.
Yes.
We love Überlube.
We sure do. They have been behind us, no pun intended, for many, many years. You could go to their website, Überlube.com. You can get glass bottles. You can get
they're fabulous.
Travel size. And you can go to their website and find all their products, and also so many different things. Überlube isn't just for sex, you know, Tim.
Yeah, but you use some Überlube, it slips in like water, water.
Well, I was talking about hair, but okay.
Oh, no, you can do that too.
We love Überlube.
It makes your hair sheen. You literally can put it on your hair or up your butt or wherever.
Right after. You always want to look good.
Absolutely. Yes, but also I tell everybody our exciting news about where this is going to be aired.
Yes, we are picked up on Ripped TV.
Yes.
And you can go to rippedtv.live.
Yes.
Loose Lips is now being aired weekly. The last episode that just aired was the one with Adam and Tara.
Yep.
And this one will be airing next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday. Woo!
Yep. RipTV.live. Check us out. Not just YouTube
and you can also send any questions that you might have about anything that you want us to answer or give you a little bit of advice. You can send those to our Facebook page by DMing facebook.com/looselipsthepodcast.
Yes.
Or ikeavellievents at Hotmail.
Perfect. Should we just kick this off?
Well, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah. Completely forgot about that. I'm just too excited.
You're not reading the notes. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I have to do everything.
I'm like
lifting.
I'm like Sidney Brady in the Brady Bunch.
Okay, let's jump in.
Our guests tonight have backgrounds that range from entertainers, sex expert on Playboy TV and radio, writers, cartoonists, and a former escort.
And I know the most about these two fabulous women since I am part of the trio known as Comedy Sex Show. That's another show that I do with these two wonderful women. So on this show, we talk candid, raw, and uncensored. So please welcome these two fabulous ladies, Tara Tiara and Lola Bastinado. Yay!
Hello, ladies.
Happy to be here.
Oh, we're happy to have you.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Excuse the interior of my car.
Yeah, I love that. She just pulled the car over and turned the phone on to do
I hate to say this, Lola, the car looks better than my bedroom.
Yeah. pillows.
You
Yeah,
just
much
don't
more
see the
active than
stuff
my
in the back
bedroom,
that
too.
we're moving. We tried to like push it so you couldn't see it. So
You
yeah.
can't see a thing. Thank you so much for coming on Loose Lips.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for having
inviting
us.
Oh God. So I know Tim. Tim obviously knows everything about the both of you. I want to know, how did all three of you, because you have all unique personalities, how did you meet and how did this all come about?
Yep.
Okay, which one should tell the story?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
We all met. Oh, what's his name?
Andy Troy.
Oh my gosh.
The Andy Troy Show.
Yes.
Wow, the Andy Troy Show. So
He
it was.
had all of us on as
He was
guests.
doing something. Yeah, he had just invited us all on as guests to do a show about crazy sex stories, and we just hit it off really, really well. And we were like, you know what? We should continue this.
Yeah.
And we just got together and decided to come up with, comedy sex show, because it's going to be about sex. It's going to be about comedy. And we're going to do a show, like little sketches and stuff like that. But that turned out to be a lot of work.
Yeah.
So we decided to just talk instead of do the sketches.
Yeah. Well, the great thing about comedy sex shows, like when you think about it, even all the headlines, there's something sexual in every freaking headline. So we kind of highlight that through like politics, pop culture, current events, that type of thing. It's interesting because the three of us have very, very different points of views, but the same at the same time, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just seem to tick really well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We got to each other really well.
Yeah. And it's so funny because like Tara is kind of the scientific minded, she'll be talking about, oh, well, the estrogen levels of the scientific actual thing. And then Lola and I are like, penis.
Stick it in.
If I was on the show, it would be 3-1, Tara.
Right?
I'm telling you, I have the best time with you two when we do that show. Oh my God.
Well, I had the pleasure of sitting with you all, watching you in action.
Oh,
God, it was about 5 years ago, I think.
Yeah, you were in the studio with us.
Yeah. And I enjoyed it. I thought, how unique is this? 3 different perspectives, like you said, and it was wild.
Well, and the cool thing is that these two are so open-minded about everything on the planet that we just talk raw. We talk.
Right.
There's no filtering. We will talk about, when you take your penis and you stick it in the vagina, and then like, and whatever. You never know what's going to come out.
Because Tim knows all about that. He's an expert,
He does talk about the vagina.
Yeah. Unfortunately, neither.
So, Tara, why don't we start with you? Tell a little bit about yourself and why you're so open sexually. How about that?
Okay, well, I was raised Catholic.
That says it all right there.
And that's everything
Lola.
And I just remember sitting in church at like age 5, and everything was about men and boys and God and Father and Son. And I'm like, where are the women at? And I realized that the only 2 women really represented in the Catholic Church is either a whore or a virgin. And I thought the whore was having way more fun. Virgin is giving birth in a fucking a donkey. So let me give this whore bit a try. And I've just always been interested in reading books about courtesans and prostitutes and everything like that. So one day in New York City, I wound up without a job. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give this sex industry a go to.
Love that.
And I just kind of slowly moved into, from
right?
Huh?
Yeah, like most people are like, I don't know if I should do my hair blonde, know. And I'm gonna go for it, guys. I'm gonna be a hooker.
Yeah.
Playing with the idea for so long. Like I was one of those bitches on Halloween that was half naked, I'm a sexy kitty cat, when really I wanted to be a whore.
So
like, what?
amazing.
Drunk in order to, to do this, and let me just explore my sexuality. And being a New York City escort, you can really learn all kinds of shit about men. It's like the fastest introductory course to men and how they think, what they.
The sampling.
Yes, yeah. I have a wide sampling. A large sampling, and so when I speak about French guys being shitty lovers, I have a sampling of French men being shitty lovers. So,
Really?
yeah, I think they suck. I don't know why they have the reputation they do. They fucking suck.
Ooh la la.
But I took notes about everything like a scientist. I would be like, I would describe how tall he was, how fat he was, how his dick looked, his hair color, everything like that, what his personality was like, an exact blow by blow of how we're doing the sex,
Wow.
Well, I kind of have this vision of Tara after, doing the do, sitting there with a pen and paper and just like scribing everything. Like he had a mushroom head penis.
Hold on, don't move. I'm sketching it. Hold on.
He's taking notes.
You're client after client, and sometimes you'd have to wait for an hour in between clients or 2 hours. So I would go find some, coffee shop that was still open somewhere and have a cup of coffee and sit there and just start writing, and just wrote down exactly everything that happened from exactly what we said to each other, how we opened the door, everything.
Wow. That sounds like a book.
Study. Yeah, because I wanted to do like a scientific study and maybe at the end of it be able to come up with some conclusions. And then usually at the end of each chapter, I would be like, okay, what I learned tonight,
Oh, interesting.
So
that
what was
sounds
one of
like
your
a television
conclusions?
series.
Give us a conclusion.
I want to know, yeah.
What did you say to Lola?
What's the conclusion?
I said, well, I want to know what one of the conclusions are. I'm curious.
Like one of my weirdest clients was the guy that liked to suck teeth, suck your gums, lick your gums.
What?
And the whole when it was offered to me, he's harmless. He just wants to lick your gums. I was like, well, I don't know if my gums are an erogenous zone or not. It never occurred to me. Maybe it is because he seems to get off on it. So let's go give it a try. So, and then I realized
because that's everybody's first response.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah. I want to know something because this was a man that asked to do this. Did you just eat pork chops before he asked to do that? 'Cause
no, he just liked to lick your gums and your teeth.
wow.
Like front and back, like inside.
Questions.
Why am I licking the inside of my mouth right now?
I know, me too. I was just glazing over the top of my front teeth. Yeah, I might be doing Kegels next. You never know.
So, did you find out? Were you surprised that you liked it, or?
So the conclusion was no, the gums are not an erogenous zone.
Yeah, obviously, right?
But you tried it. That's
Yeah,
what
exactly.
I love. Is you'll try it.
Everything is try. That was my motto. Gotta give it. That's how I got into anal sex too. Well, you got to give it a try at least once.
Right. Yep.
Or you got to give it a try because you don't have any other choice.
So my question is then, Tara, we all know men, they think they're the king of the world. Did you find that most men were very submissive when they were with you, or?
It would depend on, I would call, some guys are the porno guys, and they're usually kind of mid-level dudes, and they want it to be the big guys. And so they want to try to pretend that they're the big guy in the porno, and they want to do all the porno moves and stuff like that, and throw you into a bunch of different positions and everything like that. And then you have, the tilt-a-whirl, where you just tilt-a-whirl. They're just like thrown all into different positions, like your wrestling match and shit. And I did get to do a really good wrestling match with a couple of guys. That was always fun. I discovered I really love to wrestle.
That's cool.
I love to wrestle. Yeah.
Why didn't you do it professionally? You would have been. I would have watched you as a wrestler.
Yeah, I probably would have been good. I don't think I wanted to put into all the professional time that you need. Like, you have to work out and all that kind of shit. I'm a little lazy when it comes to that kind of stuff. And I also use the sex as a workout. So that was another way to get my workouts.
Right. You know what would be kind of hot is like straight sex, naked wrestling. Like where you wrestle a man, like you were doing.
Yeah, maybe.
That would be kind of hot. And then So Lola Bastinado, tell us about you.
First of all, I was late. No, I'm just joking.
Are you pregnant again?
No, thank God. You know
Not
what?
that kind of late.
No, it was funny because speaking of pregnancy, my girlfriend and I were like, it should be an option that we could just get hysterectomies, like without like all
Yeah.
the, you know, like
Medical.
without all, now if you can't get abortions in some places, you
Right.
should be able to get hysterectomies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It should be a choice.
Just my 2 cents, FYI.
Yeah, I
Anyway.
agree.
So anyway, I'm a sex educator. Most people know me from Playboy TV, Playboy Radio. I've done stuff on Fox, CNN. I talk about sex. So
Yeah.
I kind of specialize in adult alternative stuff, anything from LGBTQ, kink, swing, poly advice, that type of stuff. Anything like weird is probably I'm probably the person you go to.
That's amazing. Number one. Number two,
But
does it
that's
mostly?
how I'm friends with all you guys.
Yeah.
So again, and not to make this a whole thing about men, but you know how men are. They like to be the king of everything. I'm the best in bed, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry, I'm gay. But do you find that men come to you more than women for advice?
Oh, for advice.
Yeah.
I would say no, not really.
No.
It's kind of like equal, both men and women. I do a lot of work in the couples arena, so a lot of my audience are couples.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, whether they're men or women, So
Okay.
Now, you were or still are a dominatrix?
always a dominatrix.
Once a dominatrix?
Oh my
Silly
God.
boy.
Love you, Lola.
I love you too, darling. But yeah, I've been a dominatrix for many, many years.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, I admire
I
that.
mean, like, I don't even know what to follow that up with at this point. Like, I don't have any great hooker stories. Like,
Well, I
every
was.
time I'm with Cara, I'm like, I don't have those great stories.
No,
Well,
you
Like,
probably have
I-
great stories about some of your couple therapists
Absolutely.
people and like the weird
Yeah.
things
wanna,
and
like,
what their
Tim,
Well, honey,
standard problems are. And
But
sweetie,
Tim-
I've been to a couple of your parties.
that's what I was going to ask.
yeah,
Yeah. Oh my God.
Party
And you
stories.
taught me. I don't know if you remember, but it was down in the village, down in the basement at a party.
imagine that down in the
And
village in the basement.
you taught me how to
with
do the
floggers
flogging
and
with
leather
the
on.
to
Yeah.
flog somebody like with the whip.
Oh yeah, the
Like the little
Florentine,
thing.
the double Florentine.
Yeah.
Right?
That was fun. I was getting into
Now-
that.
Yeah, I like to beat boys.
Do those parties still exist?
We haven't really done any parties since pandemic. There's like
Mhm.
with everybody getting sick, it's kind of like not a responsibility that I wanted to take on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard of so many people getting sick at parties and people getting shut down. So
Mhm.
we were just kind of waiting until like the dust settled a bit. I mean, there's
Yeah.
always going to be time to party. So
Oh, but
we're
her
just
parties are the bomb.
Well,
They are
I
fun.
hope I'm invited.
Mhm.
Absolutely. You guys are on the list.
Sweet.
Oh my God. Well, I was hoping to kind of give the audience an idea of comedy sex show, what it is. So
Mhm.
Tara usually will like pick a subject and just kind of drop it on the table, and then we all just go at it because we've all got like different perspectives, which that's what I love.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so something that came across my desk this week. Apparently, in the heterosexual male community,
Eh,
if
leave the room, Tara.
None of us can relate to that.
no, you can.
But interesting.
Apparently, if a man is sucking your dick, as long as you don't make eye contact with them, you're not gay. That you have to put eye contact.
Wait,
and then you're
wait,
gay.
who
If the
made
man
that
sees
rule?
your sex
Who are
not
they?
done.
Ah,
As long as you don't
Believe
see
me,
the eye contact, you're good.
Believe me, I know a lot of men who
Huh.
try to talk themselves into that. Well, again, just because a man is sucking your dick doesn't mean you're gay anyway. It just means you're horny and there happens to be a
Right.
hot mouth right there.
right.
You
Right.
know,
You're just
a couple of
homosexual act,
drinks.
that's all.
Yeah.
A couple of
Right.
drinks, because there is a straight man who is engaged to a woman who has a child and has been pursuing me, and he didn't
Oh,
say
wow.
anything,
I'm sure.
and he has not said anything about the whole closing their eyes or anything like that, but a mouth is a mouth, he said.
Oi.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I
Wow.
think, and it depends on the situation or something like that, but
But I
I
guess
had
if you
advice.
close your eyes, it all feels
Right.
the
And
same.
you don't know what's touching you. I had guys tell me that it wasn't cheating on their wife. If it was with the prostitute, and that's why they were with the prostitute.
Okay,
Because that's cheating on your wife then.
That's the type of thinking I'm talking about. They will come up with all kinds of excuses to experiment.
I wonder
or
how
try
they came up with that rationale.
Yeah,
I wonder.
Just the tip.
Yeah.
I bet they were like flat earthers or something that came
I
up
was
with that.
just gonna say, what was this poll taken in Kentucky?
Or knuckle draggers.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Kinds of bullshit, man. Just anything in order to have their orgasm.
Yeah,
And that's not what it's all
Yeah.
about. It's all about the male orgasm when it comes down to the heterosexual world.
But do
And
you
I don't know
know?
in the gay world.
I find that in the younger generation, though, the
Oh.
older generation, they're not so much as easy with, close your eyes, mouth to mouth. But the younger generation, they're very open no matter what kind of relationship they're in.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love the younger generation because they're gender fluid,
Yeah.
they're sexually fluid, they're like they'll try it all and they don't give a shit. That's
Right.
how life should be.
And then
Should have
and
been
then
for
they're
all
fine
of
when you go buy them an ice cream cone after.
Yeah.
Ice cream cone. You can try it all, but it does have, some sort of boundary or some sort of ethics or something like that, or else you'll tend to go a little nuts.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Yeah, well
agree.
that happens too. Yeah.
It's like those people,
Especially when you get that hetero mentality, that dominant mentality of I can do whatever I want.
Yep, that's what I was saying, right? It's just that, it's so annoying. I'm like, please give me a break.
So maybe it's just the testosterone,
Yeah.
Yeah.
testosterone.
No, that doesn't work because I know some women that are fucking morons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. All right,
I'm
I
telling
retract
you.
that statement.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you,
Can fuck us up too. There's certain female hormones that make you go a little mental.
yeah.
So, and
there-
with testosterone, that makes you go a little. You could tend towards more anger, more aggression,
hmm
more dominant behavior,
But
more.
I'm telling you,
Damn.
I'm a
telling
woman.
you, when your dick gets hard, and you're horny, whatever.
Yeah.
You start considering all other options. Yeah.
Yeah.
If a man is horny. Yeah.
Right, totally.
Yeah, and that was the other thing that I observed too, is that how much attention a man would put on you before he came. Like he was just so focused on you, and then after he came, he would just be dead.
Yeah.
Boom, gone. And I had always felt a little insulted by that until I started to understand that's just the fucking hormones, and that's that's his body. He's not purposely trying to hurt my female emotions.
Yeah.
He's just asleep.
Yeah.
Well, except when they're choking you when they're on top of you before that.
That's problematic.
So yeah, that's kind of an idea of what Comedy Sex Show is like. So is there another? Do you have another topic?
Well, I
Go ahead.
I also want to know too, before Comedy Sex Show. Now, where can I watch it and everybody out there that's listening?
Lola.
Brick
Oh,
television.
Okay.
And then are we on anything else yet? Roku or something like that yet?
Right. Well, we're gonna be on Roku soon, through UBC TV. And we also have stuff on YouTube that you can check out as well. That
right.
will lead you.
And
Yeah.
is that's a Comedy Sex Show?
Mm-hmm.
One. Just
Yep.
type in Comedy Sex Show, one word.
Sweet.
One word, Bell.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you spell it out, you'll get all kinds of other shows and you'll never find us.
Yeah. That's what I was wondering. I wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So shoot that other topic at us, Tara.
All right. So there's been these new filters invented to where you could be an old person but look young, and apparently a lot of old men
I've
are
seen these bitches
young boys,
crying.
young girls, and shit, and you don't know that that's an old man that you're talking to.
On video?
Yeah, on these filters, and some people saying it's good, some people saying it's bad. Like bad. Oh, you really should know who you're talking to and can see them, but. There's a lot of filters now, and there's a lot of makeup, and there's a lot of, back in the old days, we used to like paint on the pictures and shit like that. What is that called? The headshot. You know what I mean?
Photoshop?
Yeah.
Like airbrush.
Yeah, right.
Oh, okay.
But now you can be like on this to where it could make me look 12 years old or something like that. Or
Yeah.
there's filters that could put all that makeup on you and the good lighting on you. Which
Or
I
glasses, or
Yeah.
yeah, because then I don't even have to go through the bother of doing all this makeup and then having to wash my face afterwards.
Well, I think Snapchat ruined that for everybody. I mean,
Yeah.
Snapchat has every filter that you could possibly think of. I know that when I go on a date and I met the guy on Instagram and it doesn't look like them, I have to pull out my phone and put the filter on just to see if it matches them. I'm like,
oh yeah, that is you.
yeah,
That's
right? I'm like, oh,
brilliant.
that's you.
That's
I
hysterical.
can recognize you.
Yeah, only on the Snapchat you didn't have the walker.
Yeah. Oh my
Well,
God.
I think the thing about it is, I mean, it's kind of cool. Number one, I think the technology is amazing.
Yeah.
I think just looking at it from that perspective is pretty fabulous.
Mhm.
However, I do think that the negative part of it is that it teaches girls a wrong bar of beauty. Like it makes it hard for people to accept themselves if it's
Yeah.
so easy to change how your whole look is, and
Yes.
you can appear how you want.
Right.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
there's pros and cons to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you take the filter off and you're like, oh God.
Yeah.
I know you
Yeah.
totally get catfish.
Right.
I imagine like the catfishing is just at an
Oh.
all-time high now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
God. That's the other thing too. Another topic is AI being
I
so
was gonna
good now,
say,
and the chat boxes,
Chat
whatever,
GPT,
to
yeah.
where you can catfish somebody because you can completely program a chat box
Mhm.
on how to seduce somebody into sending money and everything like that. And
Oh,
you,
wow.
it could be like robocalls.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
In fact, there's
Really.
one site that actually had that going. They weren't ripping anybody off, but it was chat box AIs, and the men had them as girlfriends. And when
Oh,
they
wow.
the website, all the men got really upset because you took away their girlfriends.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And then they tried to re-bring the website back up, but they had updated it, so the girlfriends didn't look the same anymore, and they were or sound the same anymore, and they were pissed about that too. They were like, "What happened to my girlfriend?"
Right.
Wow.
Right. That's
With all
funny
this
though.
and everything, and they knew it was a chat bot. You know, this site, you know that you're talking to a chat bot, and you're talking to,
But
an
I
that's
actually
that's
saw,
but
right,
there's
I
still
actually saw on, I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I actually saw on Blender how they do like realistic, like human
Avatars?
replications of people. So it's like you can program this AI to actually interact with people. It's insane.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Yeah,
Completely
that's
insane,
the
and it
next
looks
thing.
so real.
Yeah.
yeah, it's chat box now, and so there's already a bunch of scammers out there, programming these chat boxes to just start seducing men and getting their mone.
Uh-huh.
Reality is a thing of the past. I mean, we even have these
Mhm,
dolls now that are reality, real to life that they're
Right.
using for sex. It's bananas.
The living dolls, yeah.
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 It's funny. Have you seen the documentaries, like when they're hanging them, like in the
Yeah.
Oh
like
my
the
God.
they
Gross.
look like chickens. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's
Bring up
bizarre.
the
But
next
you
one.
can make your perfect mate, apparently.
I mean,
And these
right
guys
between that,
really, really get into it.
right between that, Instagram, Snapchat, and nothing is reality. Nobody's face to face anymore
Yeah.
meeting. Nobody
Mhm.
knows what that person's like until they physically see them, and it's nothing what they're made out to be.
But
Right.
the mentality of, like when you were saying the chat box, that they knew that they were not real women and all that, and they changed. They said, "What did you do to my girlfriend?"
Mhm.
It's that same mentality of, "Oh well, if I don't look at him, then I'm not gay." If a guy's
Right.
sucking my dick and
Yeah. They have their compartments, and you can put everything in their
Yeah.
compartments.
right.
But if somebody is talking to you, even if it is a chat box or whatever, they're still at least talking to you, and there's some sort of attention given, and they are responding to you in a
Mhm.
way that makes sense.
Right.
That's
But
how
this
good
new-
chats are.
But this new AI that they just came out with the Chat GPT, I think, it is
Mhm.
next level shit. I mean, this is
Frightening.
because they're kind of on the verge of where they will be able to take my image, my likeness with my voice,
Wow.
and create.
Oh yeah, they're already there.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
to where that it's getting really creepy, really creepy.
Yeah.
There was one I saw tonight that you could take a picture of what's in your refrigerator. Just open your refrigerator door, take a picture, and it can give you recipes based upon what is in there.
Oh my God.
Wow, that's amazing.
Right.
I wanted one where you could take a picture of a plant and it can tell you if it's edible or not.
Oh my God.
Well, they do have an app for plants that it'll tell you like what it is. My daughter uses it. Like you just like take a picture of it and it tells you what plant it is, like where it's from, like how you would use it. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Weeds, apparently, that these weeds that grow around here are supposed to be edible, and I wanted to be able to do that. Is that edible? Because I had planted a bunch of stuff in my backyard, and I wasn't sure what was edible and what was weeds because it started growing together, and I wanted those. I couldn't find it.
If that happens, good rule of thumb is don't fucking eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my God. So I hope everybody sees just how much I love these two. Oh my God, I love you. I have the best time with you two. No,
we're going to have to talk about some of the same stuff.
Yeah, I love talking stuff like this. This is amazing. And I love everybody's, thought process on it too. So I think it's time to play a game with Lola and Tara. Don't you think, Tim?
I think we should, yes.
This is called What is Lola and Tara Thinking? And Tim's going to give you the instructions.
Okay. Well, what is on your screen? Like who you wanted to partner up, right?
I'll partner with Lola. That's how I'm looking at it.
Lola, and I'll partner with Tara. Okay.
Yep.
The T team.
Yes.
Tim.
Tara.
So basically what it is Ike will give you two choices. Like, do you prefer hot or cold? But you don't answer. And then we'll write down what we think your answer is going to be. And then you say what your answer is, and we'll see if we match. Okay? So just to try it real quick. Okay. So, Tara, I'm working with you. And
I'm going to work with Lola.
He's with Lola, okay? So how about hot? Do you prefer hot or cold?
Don't say anything yet.
Don't say it yet. Just a second. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Lola, you go first. What would you say, hot or cold?
Hot.
Bam.
Yay.
Got it.
Okay, Tara.
Welcome to hell. We have cookies.
You said cold. I had hot. I figured you wouldn't like hot.
No, I don't like hot weather. I like cold weather.
Well, luckily, that was just the practice round, so it didn't count.
Just a little sidebar. Tim wins every game, so it'll be Lola. I'm counting on you.
All right, right on.
All right, here we go. Rope or handcuffs?
Okay, don't answer yet. Hold on. Okay.
Oh no! Wait. Oh. Okay, Lola.
Handcuffs.
Oh man, yes.
Tara.
Rope.
Oh, I had handcuffs.
You can kind of squeeze baby out and.
Did I mention how much I really like this game?
They're too binding.
We're winning, Ike. We're winning.
Come on. Beach vacation or ski vacation?
What?
Beach vacation or ski vacation?
Either would do for me.
Yeah, but if you had a choice. Okay, Lola?
Beach.
Yes. I knew that.
Yay.
Tara?
Okay, well, I always have a beach vacation, but I want a ski vacation.
Bam.
Okay. All right.
This really resembles like the angel and devil. Like...
on the shoulder.
All right. That's great. Okay. Whipped cream or chocolate sauce?
Mm.
Oh, man. Okay. Lola?
Chocolate sauce.
Bam!
Yeah, I'll have to go with chocolate sauce because I'm a vegan.
Oh, really? Bam!
Cheater.
After all that, because he's vegan. Like,
All right. This, right. Well, 1, 2. I won anyway, but we'll do one more. Nude beach or nude resort?
Oh.
mm.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, Lola.
Resort.
Oh, come on. That's crazy.
I'm like 5-star resort, pamper me.
5. Right? Oh, exactly. I feel the intimacy is better.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll go with resort.
Resort.
Yeah.
Yay.
All right. This was my very first win.
Ah, nice.
Yay.
Yeah, so that's our game.
That's our game, and we also have 2 questions. We have room for 2 questions
from viewers.
Yep. The
Okay.
first one is from Gina from North Carolina.
Hi, Gina.
I have been with my husband for 11 years. He recently joined a gym and has been working out a lot. What does this say? I am not proud of this, but I went through his gym bag and found a sex toy, and I am sick to my stomach. I don't know if he is seeing other men, and I feel I have a right to know. What should I do?
So Gina is a woman.
Yes.
And she's married to this guy who is going to the gym, and she found a
He's
sex
got dongs in his gym bag, apparently.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that or a masturbator. I don't know.
Yeah. It depends on the.
Yeah, I would imagine something to insert.
Right.
But a vibrator can be
That's a very good
like
question.
a toy.
What's that?
So I would definitely think that he's cheating somehow, some way. But what sex he's cheating on, I don't know. Whether it could be he's got a girl and he's brings a vibrator for the fun of it,
for
or
her.
Does he have
Yeah.
a flashlight because he's jerking off in
Or
the gym
that's
locker room?
Right. That's
Yeah,
what I
right.
think too. It could be a flashlight.
yeah,
I
it
think
just
all the
depends.
time.
But I think he's definitely probably having sex with somebody else besides her.
Do you think she has a right to know?
Or
She's married.
I would say he could, depending on his age, if he's like on the cusp of 50. I've noticed all my friends that are turning 50 get in this very crazy focus, like, I'm gonna get healthy, I'm gonna get healthy. Now they
The
could have
midlife
smoked
crisis.
cigarettes and drank alcohol every fucking day of their life, but when they get close to 50, everybody's trying to be healthy because they want to live longer. You know,
right.
so maybe he's doing that and jerking off
a
in the
midlife
locker
crisis.
room. Who knows?
Yeah, it sounds like he's experimenting, because my suggestion would be, don't tell him you went through his stuff, but maybe some night when you're getting intimate and he's horny and stuff, maybe try sticking your finger up his butt and see what he thinks and start playing around, and that might open him up to, oh, well, let me get my gym bag. You
Wow.
know?
Or you could be a little direct like me and be like, what the fuck is this? Pass it
Yeah.
to me. You know, like, there's always a solution.
Yeah, versus direct though.
See, my problem with Tim is his answer is if she does that and he yells, "Is that you, Mark?"
Oh!
You might have a problem. I think she has the right to know.
Yeah. Yeah,
Of course. But you ever heard
100%.
of this saying, if you go looking for George, you're going to find him? Like, you know, when you think about it, if you start snooping around, you're going to find something.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the best place to look is his phone also, or his laptop.
Right. Well, that's probably locked.
Well, and see, also another thing is,
Wait till he's asleep and then go like this. Or his eyeball.
Open his eyeball.
yeah. But another thing is like the older generation, like my generation, people 50 and over, we were not allowed to, it was looked down upon for us to experiment sexually.
Right.
In our younger years when we were sexual. But now it's much more prevalent. It's LGBT is everywhere. It's no big deal. And a lot of these guys would like to try it.
Yeah.
So that could be part of this midlife crisis thing he's going through too. So
Right.
Well,
Or you
also,
like it in the bunghole. What are you going to do?
Also, though, I saw a drag show, but then she was transitioning, so I'm not sure what to call her, drag show or transitioning woman. But she was basically saying that as a man, she couldn't get any sex, but as a drag queen, she got tons of sex.
Yeah.
And so it's better being a drag queen.
Wow.
Wow.
I could see that, yeah. And I have a tendency to be more straight leaning.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
which
Lola,
is
what did
every
you
gay
say?
man's dream, you know, to get like the,
Lola
have like
said
one of the
something.
macho guys, you know.
What'd you say, Lola?
I said, I think being a drag queen looks like fun. They look like they always have a fabulous time.
Yeah. Yeah, they're taking over New York City. They should.
Just don't go to Tennessee. Apparently, you can't have like
Yeah,
drag
right.
shows in Tennessee now.
Right.
Oh yeah.
God.
But in Florida too, they're starting to do no drag shows within so many feet of a school or something
Honey,
stupid like.
Florida.
Yeah.
Let's just start there. Florida.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Well, Tim and I fixed that when we went in December.
They keep coming up with this. Okay, so you can't be in drag, but what's a drag and what's a transitioning? So if you're transitioning, are you in drag?
You have to show papers? Like that's ridiculous.
It's an art
It is.
form. So
That's
are you
absurd.
performing? If you're performing, that's your freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Because you're
Yeah,
not.
it's artistic expression.
Right.
Absolutely.
You have to enforce these rules. I mean, I'm waiting for one of them to actually wind up in court because how are you going to prove that they're drag queens entertaining and then you're going to infringe on their Second Amendment rights to, and then, but if they're a transition, then you've insulted them and stepped all over their gender,
Right.
and are being anti-gendered, anti-gay because she's a transitioning, and you called her.
Well, I mean, they're homophobic and
pronoun.
transphobic, so that, believe me, they would come down equally as hard on a trans.
Totally. 100%. It's sad.
I just feel like just tell me what you want to be called. I'll do my best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like,
exactly. I love that.
Like
Yeah.
I really
each their
try
own.
to respect people's wishes when they, you know, want to be
Yeah, I
called
just
by.
don't think that is going to work in court. I don't see how they're going to be able to differentiate between all of that.
Right.
Well,
So,
they're going back
it's
to
political garbage, anyways. It's just for politics, anyways.
right, but they're going back to what gender you were assigned at birth.
Correct.
A lot of them are going back to
Assigned
that.
at birth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess God is just assigning
Yeah.
Yeah.
ding dong. That's what we're
Second.
doing.
He's too busy to go to court.
Yeah.
We have one more question. This one's from William in Pennsylvania.
Hi, William.
He says, I have not been honest with my partner. I am a voyeur, and I want to tell my guy that I want to bring in a third so I can watch. Do I risk the chance of ending our relationship if I do?
Well, I would say communication is everything, number one.
Yeah.
First of all, you never know how somebody's going to react, so you have to be prepared for the good or the bad.
Right.
Because sometimes opening yourself up to people can really backfire. So you need to, number one, be prepared if they're like, oh, really? Well, kick rocks. I don't want to do that.
Right.
You know? But there's also a beauty of speaking with your partner and learning from your partner and opening things up. Like I always tell people, like, dirty talk during sex is a great way to open up a new idea, a new way of play. You know, because people are a little bit more uninhibited, usually because their pants are off. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
they're
right.
having sex.
Exactly.
So, like, people are more apt to talk about the things that turn them on. And then afterwards, you can kind of, like, go back and discuss, well, you know, did you really mean that, or was that just kind of like a heat of the moment thing? Because for some people, just the talk itself is satisfying enough.
Yeah.
You know, and for other people, excuse me, making it actually physical and contact is completely different. So you have to really know your partner, and the only way you know your partner is to communicate. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, do you think it's easier to talk about that in the beginning of a brand new relationship versus something that's been over a decade, where you could risk the chance of saying, "Oh no, this is going to ruin everything"? Where
well, my thing is, if you're with somebody for a decade, you already know that people evolve.
Right.
You know, like we don't always stay the same. The things we're attracted to always change as well.
Mhm.
So we can't expect our partner to be the same person for a decade or
Right.
more. That's
Agree.
absurd. We all evolve. So
Yeah.
I would say you just have to open up the lines of communication, and it's not easy. Sex is not something that's easy for a lot of people to talk
Mhm.
about.
Right.
Right.
You know, we're just perverts who do it talk about it publicly. You know?
That's right.
Yes. Well, I say, William.
Well-educated perverts, I might add.
Yeah. I say, William, definitely let him know. And as long as he's not Harvey Weinstein, go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God. I imagine he has stinky balls. Ugh.
Oh.
Probably smells like gefilte fish.
So grotesque.
And getting these gorgeous stars, and he's going, here, suck on this.
Oh. Oh, God. Damn it.
Ew.
Now I'm going to have that smell in my nose now for the rest of the night. Oh, my God. I want to thank you both so much. Tim, obviously, you're a part of this amazing troupe. Thank you so much for coming on Loose Lips.
Absolutely. We had
And
a
it's
blast. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see you all again. And I got to be invited to that party.
Oh,
Oh, absolutely.
Well, this is the part where we wave goodbye.
thank you, ladies. Tara Tiara and Lola
Bye, guys.
Bastinado. Yay.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.